This is my match footage for the West End Gun Club LESA Multigun match that was held July 16th, 2022. The stage starts with the shooter taking out all the paper targets with rifle and all the knockdown steel with pistol. I could have engaged these first two targets much later on in the stage. The shots from the ports could have been a little bit faster considering how close the targets were. Right here, as I finish up my string, I could have engaged that paper target, and then as I re-engage this paper target, I could have actually done my proper engagement from the beginning there. I paid particular attention to crossing between these last two ports. Due to the length of my rifle, it would be very easy to knock up against something and break the 180. Switching to the pistol portion of the stage, not too much to really comment on. Just as always, I could use more practice with actually shooting my pistol. Right here I have a small brain fart because of the target I forgot, but managed to make it up fairly quickly. Even with the brain fart, I still landed 5th out of 32 shooters with 81.05% of the winner's score. Stage 2 starts us off with engaging the knockdown steel with shotguns, and then engaging all the paper targets with pistol. My shotgun skills have gotten a little bit better since my previous match, but my current setup for reloading is not really optimal for competition shooting. I had witnessed a few other shooters engaging this section, and their reloads were much faster than mine. I would say about twice or maybe even 3 times as fast. Cleaning out the shotgun array, I go ahead and dump my shotgun, take out my pistol, and begin engaging the paper targets. You'll notice for the hostage targets, I take my time to make sure I actually land my shots, but for the non-hostage targets, I just rip right through them. At this close of range, really don't have to aim that much. With my fairly decent performance, I landed 5th out of 32 shooters once again, with 85.92% of the winner's score. Stage 3 is a fairly oddball stage. The shooter engages the star with 1 round of buckshot, moves, engages the steel array with birdshot, and dumps their shotgun before beginning the pistol portion of the stage. I start drawing my pistol and getting it ready to engage the steel targets. I make fairly quick work of the pistol array even with a few misses, and move over to the next steel array. Here we have 2 targets. The shooter must engage with 5 hits on each target, alternating between targets. I go ahead and drop my mag here, getting ready to conduct a reload before engaging the star. Even with a bit of movement in the star, I make fairly quick work of this too.
40.80.
I landed 7th out of 32 shooters with 74.63% of the winner's score. A lot of my lost time, I believe, was tied to my movement. I could have been moving a lot faster, especially between the second to last and last array. Stage 4, on the other hand, is a very oddball stage. The shooter engages 1 of 4 steel targets in the rear with at least 1 shot from a port in each of the barrels, but must eliminate all 4 targets with 2 hits. Once the shooter is done with the 1 set of barrels, they move to another barrel and repeat the same string.
I'll call out hits.
As this was the second to last stage, I was very much fatigued. Something to keep track of next time. I should really carry more water, as that's what was causing the majority of my exhaustion here. Once the shooter is finished with the rifle portion, they dump their rifle, take out their pistol, engage 1 of the farmost steel targets, before moving to the center box and engaging the steel array, the center target, and then the steel array once again. Here's another sign of my visible exhaustion. I take a solid second before finishing up my engagement here. You can hear a small grunt here. Again, the exhaustion and a little bit of dehydration really hampered my performance on this stage. Along with everything else that went wrong, I forgot to conduct a reload after engaging that center target. But I managed to finish everything up here.
Done?
Thanks to all the mistakes on the stage, I landed 7th out of 32 shooters with 74.93% of the winner's score. Finally, stage 5 rolls around. The shooter must engage the furthest steel with a total of 3 hits, 1 from any port. The same port may not be used twice. Thanks to my high mount, I was able to clear the barricade right here. Once the shooter is finished, they move over to the next shooting position, make 3 hits on the same target again. Here I have a bit of a strange malfunction with my magazine and end up spending a little bit more time than necessary to clear it. Thanks to my rested position here, it's fairly easy for me to rattle rounds off. Once the shooter is finished here, they move to the barrel, engage 3 of the steel with 2 rounds each, and then dump their rifle. Back to exhaustion. Again, I'm having some trouble keeping my rifle up. Once the shooter is finished there, they dump their rifle, take out their pistol, engage the knockdown steel, and then finish off the stage with the final target that has a hostage target in front of it. And with that, I scored 9th out of 32 shooters with 60.53% of the winner's score. I could have landed 8th if I cleared the malfunction a little bit faster, but regardless, I had a huge amount of time to make up to even crack the top 5. While parts of this match could have gone better, I am overall happy with my result as I landed 5th out of 32 shooters with 82.94% of the winner's score and 2nd place in my division. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe. I try to upload these videos every first Wednesday of the month.